Morning students. Today's topic is network access devices. Generally, when you communicate between two subsequent computers or nodes or interconnecting two or more networks to from a single network is called internetworking. And the resulting network is called an internetwork. Basically, there are different communication devices which are widely implemented for creating a network. In the previous sections, we learned about there are certain elements of computer networks. These are sender, receiver, and medium. Basically, the computer networking devices are physical devices that are required for communication and interaction between hardware of a computer network. Generally, the computing networking devices are the tools which can communicate source machine to target machine through certain mediums. So in this section, we learn about the different networking devices and its associated tasks. Hardware devices that are used to connect computers such as printers, fax machines, and other electronic devices to a network are called networking devices. When one system is connecting with the physical devices such as printer, fax machine, and other electronic devices, and does not share the information of multiple systems. When a networking is established, there are different types of terminals or personal computers which are interconnected with each other. If one hardware, such as printer, is connecting to the network, it can share all information related with that network. It means all the related nodes or interconnected nodes can share the same resources of the computing network devices. These devices are transfer data in fast, secure, and correct way over some or different networks. When a devices have more than one LAN connection, say LAN 1 is connecting with LAN 2, the interrelated components which are related with the subsequent LANs can share its information in a fast mode as well as secure and correct way. Network devices may be inter-network or intra-network. It means it can be internally connected or externally connected. Some devices are installed on the device like NIC card, that is Ethernet card, or networking interface card, whereas some are part of the networks like routers, switches, bridges, etc. Some of the network access devices which can communicate between the telephone lines or video conferencing devices and network equipment and services in the wide area network over a physical connection. Currently, we can download and upload certain contents from different servers which are located in universe, or you can say in world. And the second one, it can connect or it can enable communication between local area networks, that is LAN, connected to data network devices such as personal computers and workstations, and the network equipment and services in wide area network over a single physical connection. Take example, our organization having a LAN which normally connected more than one computers, and all the computers have sharing facility or internet facility, so it can directly communicate with other networks such as local area networks, metropolitan area networks, or wide area networks in a single physical connection. So these connectivity devices working together are primarily responsible for number one, controlling traffic, number two, connectivity, and number three, the hierarchical addressing. Generally, there are different type of mediums or medias such as coaxial cable, fiber optical cable, microwave link, satellite communication are present in a network. So first point is controlling traffic. Large networks need to way to filter and isolate data traffic. Means huge amount of data can be communicated from one location to another location that should be controlled in a proper manner, through which a data can be reached in a secure way or fastest way. And the second one is called connectivity. These devices can connect different types of networks using different type of network protocols. There are different protocols are available in network. Some of the protocols is called HTTP, that is Hypertext Transfer Protocol, Transmission Control Protocol, that is TCP, and Internet Protocol, that is IP, and as well as the File Transfer Protocol like FTP. And the last one is called hierarchical addressing. Basically, when a message is passed or an information is passed from source to destination location, the entire message should be in a packet form. And that type of packet is basically called segment. Segmenting the network with the connectivity devices provides an actual or physical example of delivering actual data to the right destination through the internet protocol address of network ID and as well as host ID. When a person sends a message from one location to another location, the message having certain information related with the source and as well as destination. The most widely protocol which are implemented to communicate from the one location to another location for the messages is called TCP/IP, which can be discussed later part of the session. So the network which is communicate the data or information from one point to another point have certain network ID and as well as host ID. According to the requirement, some of the access devices which are widely implemented for establish a connection, these devices that filter traffic are called connectivity devices, and there are several different type of devices there in a single network, like NIC, that is network interface card, router, switch, gateway, bridge, hub, repeaters, etc. Generally, these particular connectivity devices are widely responsible for communicating data from one source to another destination over a network. So first of all, we just discuss about the Ethernet card or the NIC, that is network interface card. It is also known as NIC, that is network interface card, is a hardware component used by computers to connect to the Ethernet LAN and communicate with other devices on the LAN. It is a device which is connecting with the personal computer. It is a hardware which can communicate the signals or the information or the message from one computer to another computer. The earliest Ethernet cards were external to the system and needed to be installed manually. Basically, Ethernet cards are two types. One is internal, another is external. The modern computer systems, it is an internal hardware component. So, right, currently we are normally implementing the internal hardware components or internal Ethernet card components. The NIC has RJ45 socket where network cables are physically plugged in. So just take an example of the diagram or the image where the RJ45 cable, this is basically connecting with the Ethernet card. This is the Ethernet card. And Ethernet cards can speed may vary depending upon the protocols it support. It depends upon the set of rules and regulation followed by the protocols. Old Ethernet cards have maximum speed of 10 megabits per second, whereas modern cards support fast Ethernet up to speed 100 megabits per second, and some cards even have capacity of 1 gigabytes. Basically, NIC is a printed circuit board, that is PCB, which connect the computer to a network. So it is a medium through which more than one systems can be communicated for transferring data. It receives the data packet, that is in segment form, from the network layer and attach its MSC, that is media access control. So MSC is basically called the media access control, through which the data can be communicated according to the requirement. And it depends upon the actors of the data packets which can travel from source to destination. It controls data into packets suitable for the particular network, because variety or different type of networks can communicate on the data related with the packets. How much amount of data can be travel or transfer from one source to another source, it completely depends upon the MSC. It converts the packets into electrical signals or electronic signals that provide the physical connection to the media. Basically, there are three basic elements are there: sender, receiver, and medium. And medium is basically called the cables or the particular like wires which can communicate between source, that is sender, and destination, that is called the receiver. In between, the Ethernet card or NIC will be widely implemented. And the next one is basically called router. Router is nothing, it is a network layer hardware device that transmits data from one LAN to another if both networks support the same set of protocol. Generally, most of systems or most of network can support TCP/IP, that is transmission control protocol, and internet protocol. So there is a compatibility between the first system or the first network with the another network through which we can communicate data, and the widely implement devices or access device, networking access devices called router. A router is typically connected to at least two local area networks and the internet service provider, that is ISP. Generally, there are two types of networks, let's say A and B. Both the network can share its information from one location to another location. In between, the router is the connectivity tools, or you can say the access device to which we can communicate data. It receives the data in the form of packets. Basically, arbitrary length of messages can be divided into special segments or special pieces of information. That particular small amount of piece or small amount of segment is basically called packets. These packets are data frames with their destination address added. Every individual packet having its source ID and as well as the destination ID, and as well as the message also there. So every individual packet in a sequential or random order, it can communicate or it can transfer from one local area network to another local area network, or over a network. Router also screens the signals before transmitting them. Means there are certain possibility there. If the signal become weak, it can actually push the signals over the network. That is why it is also called repeaters. Means it can receive data and it can actually amplify it, and after that it can again resend the or retransmitting the data to the other particularly nodes or other particularly network. And the next one basically it is the router or the image of the router. And the next one is called switch. Basically, switch is a networking device like router and NIC that connects other devices to Ethernet networks to a twisted pair cables. On the previous sections, we learned about different transmission media such as twisted pair, coaxial cable, optical fiber cable. So basically, switch is completely based on or communicate on the twisted pair cables. It uses the packet switching techniques to receive, store, and forward data packets on a network. Generally, there are certain intermediate nodes there which can communicate, or which can be the intermediate part or the in-between section through which we can actually communicate data. When a particular node can send data to the other node, it can actually store, and after that it checks for the subsequent errors or information, and after that it can forward. So the switch is basically used for the packet switching techniques. There are certain switching techniques there, like packet switching, message switching, and circuit switching there. It can use the packet switching techniques through which the data can be communicated. So first of all, it can receive the data, store it, and check for the subsequent thing like the destination address, like the error control facilities there, and after that it can forward the packets over the network. The switch maintains a list of network addresses of all the devices connected to it. It means switch is basically having more than one connector which can be widely implemented for communicating the information or the message of the packet from one network to another network. On receiving a packet, it checks the destination address, as I say, and transmit the packet to the current port. It means whenever certain switchboard is there, when you switch on a particular switch or on the switch, it can communicate to the subsequent device which is connected with that. Before forwarding, the packets are checking for the collisions if certain confusion is there or not, and other particular network errors. So first of all, it can actually receive the data and check for the error and check for the destination ID, and after that it can communicate data over the network. The data transmission is transmitted in full duplex mode. As you know that there are certain modes of communication there like simplex, half duplex, and full duplex. And full duplex mode is widely implemented in networking, that is in internet. So this is basically the image of switch. There are certain connectors there, certain ports there through which the data can be sending or receiving. Data transmission speeds in switch can be double that of other network devices like hops used for the networking. Generally, the widely implemented network access device is called switch. This is because switches share its maximum speed with all the devices connected to it. Generally, switch is a huge, particularly uh, network access device to which we can communicate. It helps in maintaining networking speed even during the high traffic. It can also control the traffic over the network. In fact, higher data speeds are achieved on the networks through use of the multiple switch. Generally, more than one like networking is there or local area networks there. If we connect more than one network, we must require the switch for transferring of data from point to point. And the next one is called gateway. It is similar to the previous ones. Like gateway is a networking device used to connect two or more dissimilar networks. Previously, we learned about similar network concepts, but gateway is basically two different type of network can be communicated, either it can be similar or dissimilar. In network parlance, networks that use different protocols are dissimilar networks. Every individual network having its own protocol structure. So if more than one local area network or network having dissimilar protocols, it can widely implement the gateway. A gateway usually is a computer with multiple NIC, that is network interface cards, connected to different networks. So it is basically multiple networks can be widely communicated by the help of this networking access device. A gateway can also be configured completely using software. There are certain networking softwares there to which we can actually configure the gateway. As network connect to a different network through its gateways, these gateways are usually host or endpoints of the network. Means generally every individual network is having a gateway through which we can send certain request, and over the request it can actually provide the response for function. So generally clients are the request machines and servers are the response machines. This is basically the image of the gateway. There are certain particularly networks which are connected with a particular like master system, that is basically called the gateway. Gateway uses similar to the previous one, that is the packet switching techniques to transmit data from one network to another network. In this way, it is similar to a router. The only difference between the router can transmit data only over the network that uses same protocol. Means router having similar protocol like structure in multiple networks, but gateway only having dissimilar protocol structures in a multiple networks. And the next one is called bridge. A connectivity device that forwards data based on a physical address. Means it completely based on the addressing system. In networking term, a bridge filters and forward packets by physical address. Bridges operate at the network access layer in the TCP/IP protocol. So generally, a bridge is a device that can convert two local area networks that uses the same protocol. It works at the data link layer of the voice type model. That is data link layer of the voice type model. And the last one is called hub. A connectivity device to which network cables are attached to form a network segment, that is basically called hub. Hubs are typically do not filter data but instead retransmit the incoming data packets or frames to all parts. So generally it is a retransmitting mode or retransmitting access device which can receive data, and after that it can resend the data or retransmit the data over the network to its destination. Almost all networks today use a central hub or switch to which the computer on the network connect. So basically this type of particularly networking access device widely implemented nowadays. In a hub network, each computer is connected to the hub through a single line. That makes adding a host to the network or turning it off a simple task. Thank you.